Hello, sweaty betties. Welcome back to another video. Today we are finally doing it. We are doing my mid-year photocard collection for 2022. So I said I would be doing this in my previous storing photocard video before my update. And here we are. We are finally going to go through my collection and I'll show you guys what my collection looks like now as of late. My collection just changes. I swear to God, it changes like every month. I'm either like doing something new or adding new binders or starting new collections, dropping new collections. It's a whole thing. It's come to the point where I have to update my collection every 6 months for y'all. So here we are. Today I'm going to show my entire photocard collection. I don't even know how many binders there are. There are definitely more than 10. And I do have binders of all shapes and sizes. I have like an example over here. I have my normal 9-pocket page binders, we have my smaller A5 4-pocket binders, and then we have my mini collect books for like barely collections, I'd say, just random stuff thought would be cute in a collect book. So I'll like include in my title how many binders I have total. It's a lot. So yeah, I won't take up too much time in the intro because it's definitely going to be a long video. Couple things though. First of all, as always, I say this in all my videos, I'm like a broken record at this point, but every single one of my supplies, my binder supplies, even my trading supplies, my video supplies even, are going to be linked in the description below. I have a giant card / website of every single supply that I use. It's linked down there, so check out that card if you're wondering where I get some of my supplies. Yeah, everything's linked down below. I say that in like all my videos basically, and again, the purpose of these videos is to show you guys my collection and like my progress, my journey, and a lot of people are obviously curious on what my entire collection looks like, you know, especially after like my sorting videos. People want to see my entire collection, they want an update. It's just to share my collection with you guys. This video is obviously not meant to be like, I guess, braggy or anyway. I feel like that's obvious, but this is just all for fun, you know? So yeah, I feel like I should make that disclaimer. It's a lot, I know, but I do make my own money. I am buying this shit all by myself. I'm supporting this very expensive hobby / journey. So yeah, this is just honestly mental illness at its finest. So yeah, anyways, thank you for joining along with my journey. If you're new here, hello, welcome. Hopefully you'll stick around. Hopefully you enjoy my collection update. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get started because like I said, it's gonna be a long one. So grab a snack, grab a Thanksgiving feast, grab your dinner, your lunch, whatever, and sit back and enjoy the show. So yes, let's get started. I will first go through my big 9-pocket binders, and I will start with some of my alt groups, so / alt biases. So as you can see here, if it's not obvious enough, we have my Mark collection from NCT. If you know, he is my alt of alt of alt of alts. He's like my literal ultimate bias, and I try to collect pretty much everything for him. Well, I try, not like every single thing that exists, you know, like I can never do that, especially considering he's an NCT. If you know, you know. But yeah, I try to collect as much as I can. I collect all of his album stuff, Korean and Japanese, and then I collect a lot of like his selfie POBs / merch items. Yeah, it's just like a very spontaneous collection. I try to collect as much as I can with certain limitations. So yeah, anyways, this is the cover that I have for him. I made this with a glitch mode album, kind of cute. And yeah, also another thing, I'm gonna take this mini collect book that I have and shove it down here because as you'll see, the glare from my lighting is really bad. It literally covers up this entire thing and it's very annoying, and I can't move my lamp because I'm in the corner of my room. So this is my solution. So hopefully that fixes the glare. I know it's a little distorted, but it's better than the glare. But yeah, anyways, we have this cute little divider from the SM Global shop. I mean, SM Town and Store from Resonance Part 2. And let's just get into his album cards, his Korean album cards. I do hollow sleeve these cards because he is my alt, so I sleeve my alt cards with hollow sleeves. But yeah, anyways, we have all of his Korean cards, starting with NCT 127. I like to split it by like units. So first we have 127. I'm not gonna like point out and describe every single card. Most of it is pretty self-explanatory, but if I want to like say a couple things or so, I'll do that. I also like to put his circle cards in here just because they're album content, so might as well. And also to like split up the cards evenly. Then we could get into sticker and favorite. I put that there because there was no room. And yeah, that's it for 127. It's been a while since they had a comeback, so hopefully maybe they'll have one soon. But yeah, now we have Dream. And then up until Hello Future over here. I did put the SMCU cards here because the next era is glitch mode. And this has 3 cards, so I thought it would fit perfectly here. I know it's not technically like Dream related, but I just put it here because the next page it'll start like more evenly. It's more satisfying to look at. But yeah, this card is on the way. I did actually buy it this time, so we have that. And then we get into the latest eras. Everything is on the way. I'm just waiting for it to come in the mail. But yeah, that's for glitch mode and beatbox. Now we get into his yearly projects. So we have obviously like all the group ones, empathy, resonance. This is obviously a replica. I'm not gonna buy the real thing, so I just thought this replica would be cute here as a little like placeholder, you know? So we have that, and then we get into Resonance Part 2 and Universe. I also bought a dupe for the Universe card, but I didn't really need it since it fills the page up nicely, so I just stuck it back there. But yeah, and then we have Super M. And then the 2 unit cards back there, just so it fills up one page nicely. And then we get into his Japanese cards, which is all right here since these are only Japanese cards that they have. And then we get into the merch cards, which I split up with this page of holos because I love these holo cards so much. I think they're so pretty. So I try to collect as many of them as I can. I'm pretty sure this is like basically all of it except for the Super M pop-up ones because those are like impossible to get. So yeah, but the only one I'm missing is favorite because I missed the group order for this one and I can't find it anywhere, so that's still TBD, but the rest of it is on the way, as you can see. But yeah, and then we have this one page because they have a Baker House merch thing, so this is basically going to be the new page for future holo cards. But yeah, isn't it so pretty altogether? Like, I honestly love it so much. Okay, and then we get into my merch cards. I try to put it in like chronological order. It's not perfect. I just went off a template basically, and then I kind of switched some cards based on vibes. So yeah, again, this is another replica because I bought this thinking it was the real card, and then I found out after I bought it that it was fake. And it was from Mercari Japan, so couldn't really do anything about that, but oh well. But yeah, as you can see, I did add some new cards here and there. I decided to get some of his like DVD cards and stuff. I know a lot of these aren't like selfie cards, but a lot of the previous cards aren't really selfie cards, so I just collected like a few of them. Again, I'm not trying to collect like all of his cards. That's like impossible. But yeah, then we get into some more Season's Greetings stuff. I know there's like holo cards here, but I'm only putting like the holo like standee cards with the holo page, so I wanted to put the Season's Greetings holos with their corresponding cards. But yeah, then we have all of the fan sign / pre-order cards because this is when they started to get a little crazy with it during like hot sauce era. Yeah, so it's a lot. And then we have some more like merch cards and stuff. I know EGU takes like forever to ship out their stuff, so a lot of these cards are still on the way or I'm still looking for it. They just take forever, so yeah, it sucks. Especially when like the era is like way past its like the era is over, but they still have fan calls. Like, can y'all chill, please? But yeah, then we get into some more merch cards. I only have one favorite EGU card on the way. I'll just work on it later though. They're not too difficult to get, which I'm happy about. These are also replicas. These are from the Universe Lucky Draws, which were like impossible to get. So again, I just got a replica just because. And then more merch cards because they're doing so much merch shit. It's crazy. And then the latest Season's Greetings, SMCU, some random cards here and there, and then all of the D-Icon 101 cards. And then we get into glitch mode POBs and such, which are all still on the way. I've joined like a bunch of group orders and stuff. But yeah, and then we have a bunch that are still like I haven't gotten my hands on yet because it's a lot and I'm trying to take my time. And then we have the glitch mode like pop-up merch, which is all on the way. This is actually on the way. I don't know why I didn't switch these out, but it's on the way. Same with call this. It's all glitch mode merch. Then we get into beatbox and like other merch items. This is the only beatbox POB I have. I bought a couple here and there, but yeah. And then merch. And then we have the Baker House merch and then Sanrio merch that they dropped. The Sanrio merch is so intense. I do have my hands on a couple of them, but yeah, I mean like not on hand, but on the way. But yeah, I do like to set up my pages like this because again, there's so much Mark merch that goes around. So I really like to just stay as updated as possible. And I made these like little fillers myself as well. And then on the back here, we have all of his Nature Republic cards. I mean, not all of them. I try to collect as much of it as I can, but sometimes it can get pretty difficult. So this is what I have so far. I used to put the Nature Republic cards like with these, like in like chronological order, but then it got too messy and random. So I just decided to put Nature Republic on its own page like this. So yeah, hopefully I'll get my hands on these ones, but they're like, it's like an iffy situation. So we'll see how that goes. But anyways, that was my entire Mark collection. Okay, now we have this separate binder, which is another Mark binder. But these are all of my big inclusions because again, since Mark is like my ult of ults, I try to collect as many of his like big inclusions as I can. I'm usually not typically a big inclusion collector, like postcards and stuff like that. I don't know. That's just not like what I personally like to do, which is kind of a good thing because it saves me a little more money. But yeah, like I try to collect all of his album big inclusions and then like some like postcards for like merch here and there. But yeah, it's like very selective. Also, if you guys recognize this binder, this is actually one of my old 17 binders. I revamped it into this Mark binder because why not like reuse it? So yeah, I made new 17 binders. So this is the old one, if you recognize it. But yeah, we have the sticker divider. For some reason, they made the dividers like really big. So I literally had to cut it down to this size. So I don't know why they did that. But anyways, now we get into his big inclusions for albums. I may be missing some here and there. This is from his puzzle actually, but I just put it there. Then we get into sticker. So yeah, you can see I collect like all the little stickers and stuff like that. I mainly try to collect postcards though, like stuff like this. I know I don't have all of the favorite big inclusions, but like this shit is so random. So I'm okay with just having this. And then we have universe. And then we get into some merch postcards. So a lot of these are from like merch items that come with the photo cards. Like these are like the Season's Greetings photo packs. These are the postcards that came with it. And then these are all of like the AR ticket set postcards, except for this one. This one's a D-Icon one, I think. And then more AR card stuff. And then these are just from like random merch again. If it comes with a photo card, I just buy it because I mainly get it for the photo card. Yeah, more like photo sets. And then we get into the standees that come with the holo card. I don't have all of the standees. I think I'm missing Superhuman. I might get it one day, but not really a huge priority. Yeah, I love these standees, honestly. But then they stopped making them and they started doing postcard holo sets, which I'm kind of sad about actually. I think I really liked the standees more, but oh well, whatever. And then we get into some Polaroids. I do like Polaroids though, so I try to collect as many of them as I can. Some of them are like album inclusions and some of them are like actual merch items or like pre-order benefits. I think from like Sonara and stuff like that. Or like the photo packs. And then we have random lenticulars and merch things. And then these are like Japanese POBs. And then we have all of the tickets that come with the AR ticket sets. These random stickers that I got. And then these are from the NCIT like postcard book / sticker / whatever. Oh, favorites. NCIT plus sticker plus favorite. They're like actually really big. And so I had to put them in 1 pocket pages, as you can tell. I wish they made them like 2 pocket page size. Like that would have been perfect, but whatever. I still wanted to put it in this binder though. So yeah. Anyways, this is actually gonna be the only binder that I show for big inclusions. I do have like other big inclusion binders for other groups, but like I said, I'm not usually a big inclusion collector. So it's super messy, all of the binders, and so I don't really feel like showing them. If you remember my last collection video, I just like time lapsed it basically, but I'm not gonna do that because it's super messy. Like I haven't even like fixed it. This is literally the only binder that's like actually like organized. So okay, I know you guys were expecting me to show my other NCT photo cards and my other NCT binders, but I thought it would be fun to show my other ult of ults, which is 17's Vernon. If you guys know, love this man, and I try to collect as much as I can for him as well. I mean, I feel like my collection with Mark and Vernon are basically like the same. I just try to basically collect like all the selfie merch or like POB items. 17's also another group that does a lot of stuff because they're like basically the only active like boy group under Pledis right now. So they just like really push them, and they just have like fan meetings after concerts, after merch, after comeback. Like there's so much stuff for 17. So I try to take my time, but luckily Vernon is pretty easy to collect. He's pretty cheap usually on like Mercari Japan and stuff, so that's why I enjoy collecting Vernon, because it's pretty easy. And also I just love him too. But yeah, anyways, also made this cover. But yeah, let's get into it. Again, I pretty much try to collect everything for him, so like album cards and such. But yeah, starting off with his Korean photo cards. It's kind of arranged in a weird way, but there were like just different amounts of cards per albums, so I did the best I could. So yeah, and then we get into the YMMD series, which I did like 6 patterns for. A lot of it is 6 patterns because it just works the best in my opinion. So like a note, as you can see, it's like all 6 patterns. And again, I do hollow sleeve because he's like one of my ults. And then we get into your choice, which is only 3 cards, thankfully. And then we get into Ataka. I kind of organized it in a weird way. So these are like all of his album cards. We have Carrot, Target exclusive, and then we get into the Carrot concept cards. This is honestly the best way I can do it because there were just so many cards. And then we get into a bunch of fillers because it's Face the Sun, and I didn't trade for any of his cards because like I said, his photo cards are pretty easy to buy. So I did buy all of his cards from Mercari Japan. They're just on the way, so that's why there's all these fillers here instead. In my next update, it will be filled. I did take a subscriber's suggestion because the way I had it set up before was actually the same way as an ode, which was like a 2-2-2 pattern, but they suggested I did a 8 pattern, so like it's like 4-4. And I don't know why I didn't think of that before, but it was like genius. So you'll see it better in my Wanu collection because I actually have a lot of his cards. So right now it's just a bunch of fillers, but this is kind of a general idea. But yeah, all of these cards are on the way, along with these ones like his Kinos, the Weavers cards, and then this is the Target exclusive. And then these are all of his Carrot cards for Face the Sun. I just did 3 pages of 8s because there are 24 cards. I honestly love these cards so much. I love this whole paint concept. Oh, shoot. You know what's so funny? I literally took the time to like set up my binders and stuff, and I totally forgot to set up for Sector 17, their literal next comeback. So yeah, I guess I'll have to do that afterwards, but yes, I will set up my binder for Sector 17. I don't know how I forgot that. I'm so stupid. But anyways, now we get into his Korean POBs and like fan sign cards and stuff and lucky draws. Again, I try to collect as much as I can. I don't collect everything. I'm like thinking about it though, because there's like some cards from like Semicolon. The only Semicolon card I have is this one. So I'm thinking of buying like older ones, like HMV cards and stuff. So yeah, and I also have more on the way. I just don't like set up my pages for Vernon like I do with Mark because it's very spontaneous. So yeah, the one card I am struggling with though is this Lazada fan sign card, the one where he's wearing sunglasses. Like, I don't know why that card is so hard to find. I'm pretty sure it's because he's wearing sunglasses, like everyone suddenly wants to collect that card. Or Lazada is just a very hard like website to buy from, but literally I can't find that card anywhere. This is like the hardest I've ever struggled with Vernon cards, so please, if someone out there has it, let me know. But yeah, now we get into his Japanese album cards. The only 2 cards that I've been missing for like almost like 2 years now are his Carrot cards for We Make You and Happy Ending. Like these cards are like impossible to find also because they're the carrot versions and they're kind of old. So still looking till this day. Hopefully one day I'll get my hands on these, but I do have everything else. So we have Fallen Flower and then 24 Hours. The way I collect Japanese cards is I collect all of the album cards, obviously, and then like HMV cards to like fill up the gaps. That's basically how I collect it, just to fill up a 9-pocket page. So yeah. And then this is their Christmas special cards. And then these are like season's greetings slash like photo books. And then this in the soup card. And then we have his like other random stuff like the social club stuff, the fact. These are like concert DVDs. I also do want to collect more of his concert DVD cards, like his older ones. So I'm thinking about doing that as well. Because again, Vernon isn't like too expensive, so it's pretty easy to like make these decisions. But yeah, and then we have some D-Icon cards from his like solo magazine. And then these are the D-Icon 101 cards, which are basically identical because this man doesn't take a variation of selfies, but yeah. And then we get into some concert trading cards, which they have a billion of. I am also considering collecting like all of his carrot cards. I have like a majority of them, so I am thinking of just like completing it. But yeah, maybe one day. But yeah, these aren't in any particular order. As you can see, it's like very random. Starting now, it becomes more organized. So this is from Hare. I think it's how it's pronounced. Hare? Is that how it's pronounced? And then we get into Incomplete, along with the CD, DVD, or Blu-ray cards. And this is from Carrotland. And then Power of Love. And then I did buy their most recent ones, which are also on the way. Because again, they just never stop having fan meetings. Therefore, they never stop having new trading cards. Someone please save me from this hellhole. I'm just kidding, but yeah. Anyways, that was my Vernon collection. Okay, now we are gonna get into a alt group of mine, which is NCT Dream, because they are one of my alt groups, and therefore I decided to collect OT7. This is like my only collection where I collect full group for. I've never collected a full group before because I've always been intimidated by it because, you know, it's obviously a lot. And pretty much like when I decide to collect a full group, it's either they have too many cards, so it's like really hard to go back and collect, or there's too many members. Like I would obviously collect OT13, 17, but like that's literally impossible. Like I would have to drop all of my collections for that. But I decided to do it with Dream because it was like the most possible in my eyes. So yeah, anyways, we have this cover that I made. This is the old cover that I made for them with Universe, but I decided I like this cover better. So yeah. And again, this is OT7, but again, I put all my mark cards in its own binder like I showed before. So this is just going to be the remaining 6 members. So yeah. And I only collect the Korean cards for them, like Korean album cards for OT7. So yeah, anyways, a lot of it is going to be empty though because I just started this collection and it's a very slow collection. I do have a lot of the cards on the way. I'm almost done actually. They're just on the way. But it's mainly going to be Geno because I did collect Geno before since he was my second Dream bias. So just to let y'all know. But yeah, anyways, we have the first. And then we have We Young, which is actually the hardest album to collect for some reason. Like all of the cards are pretty expensive, so still struggling. But and before these are 5 pockets because 5 pattern pages because Chemin wasn't unfortunately in these comebacks, so he doesn't have photo cards, which is sad. But now we have Chemin. So yeah, we Go Up, and then We Boom. Again, it's so empty because I only have Genos. But yeah, again, like I said, a lot of it is on the way because a lot of people have been helping a lot with my Dream collection, which I'm very, very grateful for. Like, y'all don't need to do that. Seriously, I don't deserve it, but you guys are so kind enough to like help me with stuff like this, and I am eternally grateful. So yeah, thank you to everyone who's helped me with my OT7 Dream collection because it's quite a journey. Some of these sets are completed because I did collect OT7 for these sets, like at the release, because these cards are like super easy to get. So I was like, might as well collect OT7. So yeah, these hot sauce ones are complete. Then we get to Hello Future. Same with these Dream Agent cards. They were pretty easy to get because they were like included with every album, you know, so that's what makes it like cheaper since there's like a larger supply of them. So yeah, and then we get into glitch mode, which honestly, I don't know if I'm done with at this point. Like, I think I'm just missing like one card. I'm honestly just waiting for like group orders basically. This is the only set I've like actually completed right now. It's this glitch version Lenti set. And then we get into, oh, this is just a digipack, but this card is on the way. And then we get into Beatbox, which I actually did complete yesterday. I was missing like 7 cards, so I just decided to buy the rest of it yesterday because why not? So those are on the way. And then I did complete both of these sets. This was coming in from a trade, so this is technically complete. But yeah, these are the mixtape and digipack cards. And then the only like group project cards I decided to collect were Universe, because Universe is like all right when it comes to pricing. Like Empathy is way too expensive, same with Resonance, so I just settled on Universe. Low key though, some of the Universe jewel case cards are really hard to get. Like I paid like a pretty hefty amount for Chemin's Universe card, the jewel case version, which I didn't expect because like jewel case cards are usually pretty cheap, but these ones aren't, so I don't even know if I should. Same with these like Universe cards, like low-key hard to get. But yeah, and then we have some POB sets. So this is from the glitch mode photo book version. I do have Chunla's coming on the way from a group order, so that will be filled soon. And this is from the Season's Greetings, the K-Town For You POBs, and then the Dream a Dream photo book. And then, since, like I said before, I did collect Geno for, like, previously for album cards, these are just the remaining Geno cards that don't fit in there. So, like, the crew cards, Kino, since obviously I'm not collecting OT7 for these, I just put these here. Same with his Japanese cards, other, like, photo cards I have. And then his yearly things, like Empathy, Resonance, I collected. And then his one SMCU card that I think I pulled this card, actually, so... yeah, and then we have some other like random merch cards. And then these are also some random cards I'm not collecting OT7 for, but I just wanted to keep. So yeah, some of these were ones I like bought and stuff, and some of these were gifted. And then I just have this. But yeah, anyways, that was my OT7 collection. I know it was pretty empty, but hopefully by the next update, it'll be pretty much full. All right, now we're getting into my last alt group, which is the remaining 17 members I collect. So in total, I collect 4 members of 17, which is pretty intense, but I love 17 that much. Like I said, they're like one of my alt groups. And it's really hard to just have one bias in 17, you know? If you know, you know. So yeah, that's how this happened. I originally collected 6 members. Which was honestly a huge mistake on my part, but I downsized to 3 members, but then I couldn't resist collecting Tokyum, so I went back to 4. So yeah, I collect Tokyum, Wonu, and Myungho. But yeah, I decided to put them in this ginormous, I think this is a 3-inch or 4-inch binder, but yeah. Anyways, first we're gonna start off with Wonu. For them, I just collect the Korean cards for, and then like also like other miscellaneous cards I just happen to get, but yeah. I think I'm done with Wanu's like cards besides like Face the Sun and stuff. It was quite a journey because Wonu is a pretty expensive member, if you know, especially like for teenage and stuff, because for some reason Pledis hates us and they refuse to reprint their older albums. So their older photo cards are very difficult to get, but thanks to my Bai sponsorships, love you Bai, I was able to get them. So yeah, very grateful. And also grateful for you guys for giving me these opportunities. Then we get into your choice and Ataka. It's pretty much set up the same way as like Vernon as I showed before. So yeah, we have all of the Ataka cards. And this is like a better visual of like the 4 pattern that I was talking about, because I mainly traded for Wonu first since like I said, he's the most expensive member. So I try to trade for him first and then just like buy the other members. But also Tokyum is also pretty expensive. He's getting like more and more expensive, so I'm gonna have to start trading for him as well. But yeah, we have these cards on the way. The Kinos I'm struggling so hard with. Like, they're so expensive and no one is trading with me. So yeah, that's I decided to hold a group order this time for Sector 17 because I am struggling with the Kinos. I'm honestly considering buying another set of Kinos just so I can like hopefully pull or trade for them. Like, no one is trading for some reason. And then we get into his other random merch cards I have. We have the icon. Then we have some other random stuff like from some of his bittersweet cards in the soup. This card I could not resist, so I just decided to buy it, and then some other cards. But yeah, now we get into Myungo / Minghao / D8. Honestly, I just call him any of those three names, whatever I feel like calling him at the moment. They're all his names, so yeah. But anyways, now we'll get into his cards. We have all of his Korean cards. He has some of my favorite photo cards though, because he's like one of the most superior like selfie takers. So his photo cards always come out so dang cute. Like literally, look at this king. And then we get into his newer cards like Ataka and stuff. Luckily, Sector 17 doesn't have that many cards, so hopefully it won't be too difficult. Face the Sun was like literally a node part 2, so I struggled hella. But yeah, I also bought a lot of, basically all of his cards are on the way because he's a pretty like inexpensive member as well. This is also on the way. I don't know why I didn't change that, but I got one of his Kino cards. And then we get into his Carrot cards for Face the Sun. This set, these 3 cards, superior. And then I don't collect Japanese cards for these members, but this set was so cheap on Mercari Japan, I just decided to snag it up because it was so cute. So yeah, this is his Fallen Flower set. And then other random cards, like from Season's Greetings, photo cards, merch, whatever. Yeah. And lastly, we have Togyum. Like I said, I used to collect him and then I stopped, and now I'm collecting him again because I just love this man so much. So yeah. This is the only card I'm missing. For some reason, it's very hard to get. I mean, makes sense because it's Boys B. It's like their first like photo card from an album. So like I said, Pledis just refuses to reprint their older albums. I don't know why. Like literally, like I said, 17 is like basically the only active like boy group under Pledis right now. So like they could really like make bank, you know? Isn't that what companies want? Money from their fans? Like, hello? Reprint their older albums then. Like what doesn't add up, you know? But yeah. Anyways, we have his album cards. Also, his album cards are so pretty, so I love collecting them. I would honestly love to collect more like Togyum pre-order benefits and like non-album cards because they're also really cute. But like I said, Togyum is also becoming a very expensive member, so yeah, I have my limitations. This is very sad. Literally, Togyum hated me so much during Face the Sun. I didn't pull a single one of his album cards. I only pulled his Carrot version cards, but as you can see, everything is empty because I didn't pull a single one of his cards. But yeah, I think I might just try and trade some of my cards for his. Also, I joined like a mini group order with one of my friends, Emma. The only 2 members she didn't pull were Togyum and Dino. Like, I'm telling y'all, Togyum really hates me this era, so I don't even have his Weavers cards on the way. And they're so cute. Like one of them's with a teddy bear and it's going for like $30 to $40 on Mercari Japan. So I did buy 2 more copies of the Weavers version. So hopefully I pull his or I can trade for it. But yeah, anyways, besides that, we have his Carrot version cards. This card is so iconic. Like, oh, DK. And then we have some other like random merch cards and such. The icon cards. And yeah, that wraps it up for 17. For the big binders at least. We do have more from other binders. To change things up a bit, we are going to do a girl group, and that girl group is Twice. If you didn't know, Twice is my alt girl group. I've stanned them for like the longest time. They're actually the group that got me back into K-pop, and they're the first group I've ever like stanned and like collected. So yeah, they're literally like my ride or dies. I've been with them since basically debut, and like, damn, it's crazy how much time flies because it feels like yesterday that I started standing Twice. Anyways, My bias is Chaeyoung, so I do collect all of her Korean cards. I started also kind of collecting Taehyun. I started collecting her after Alcohol Free era or Taste of Love era because Twice has a lot of cards, so I decided not to go back and collect all of Taehyun's older cards. So anyways, let's get into Chaeyoung. So yeah, this is honestly the best way I can organize Twice's photo cards because again, they're a group that has like a huge variety on the amount of cards that they have. So this is honestly the best way I can do it. So yeah, this isn't even a photo card. This is a standee from Knock Knock, but it just filled up the page nicely. So I just decided to put it in there. And then we have all of these older era cards. I just made this like a Christmas themed card. I know Merry and Happy and like Twice Coaster Lane to the Christmas edition don't really go together, but I just made this a Christmas page because why not? Excluding Yes, the Year of Yes. But yeah, then we get into these cards, which have like, again, like different numbers of cards. So I decided to like fill up a 9 pocket page and then like put the extra cards on the back. I know it's not the most satisfying way of organizing it, but again, like if I were to like, yeah, it's chaotic. So this is the best solution in my opinion. So yeah, we have Summer Nights, then we have Yes or Yes, and then the Year of Yes. Again, this is not a photo card. I just put like these frames and the sticker in here just so it makes a 2-2-2 pattern. And then we have Fancy, and then Feel Special, More and More, which actually has 9 cards, so thankfully filled up this page nicely. We have I Can't Stop Me, or Eyes Wide Open, Taste of Love, which is probably my favorite photo card set. I love her colorful hair. And then Formula of Love, their latest one. And then they just announced their comeback, which I'm so excited about. It's felt like forever since we had a Twice comeback, so I'm so excited. Also, they all renewed their contracts, which makes me super happy. So yeah, anyways, now we have Taehyun cards. I don't know why this is empty, but yeah, these are just like random older era cards that I have. Just stuck it in a page there, and then starting now is when I'm starting to collect Taehyun. So yeah, we have Taste of Love and then Formula of Love. And then this is just a random like sticker pack that I had, which basically splits it from members to full member sets. So yeah, I try to collect all of the pre-order benefit cards. I think the only ones that I'm missing are Twice Coaster Lane 2, like both of the versions. They are pretty difficult to get, which makes sense because they're quite old, but hopefully one day I'll get them. But yeah, we have Twice Coaster Lane 1, and then Signal, Twicegram, Merry and Happy. Actually, I'm just gonna flip through this because I feel like this has been the same for like every single one of my updates. So I'll just flip through this quietly. This is when they like stopped doing like selfie cards. They started doing like concept photos, and then they went back to like the iPhone shot cards, which I honestly prefer more. But yeah, I honestly really like how JYP is very consistent with these pre-order photo card sets. I like how they consistently kept doing it for all of their eras, so love that. And then we get their season's greetings for 2022. Unfortunately, Jonghyun wasn't in this season's greetings, which makes me so sad because this is actually the first time I bought a Twice season's greetings. And then we get the group photo cards for the pre-order benefits. And then these are also like random like, oh wait, not this. These ones. Oh no, this one. This one's just like a group album card. I just stuck it in here because it fits better. Same with Formula of Love. I literally pulled so many group cards during Formula of Love, so I just stuck it in here. Yeah. And yeah, that is my Twice collection. Alrighty, now we will get into Stray Kids. For Stray Kids, I collect 3 members that are Hyunjin, Lino, and Jisung. I collected Hyunjin like originally because he was my bias, and then I started collecting Jisung's cards. And then for Lino, it's the same as my Taehyung collection, where I started collecting him from No Easy forward. So yeah, I'm not gonna go back a 3rd time to collect all of the Stray Kids cards because they are kind of hard to get for some reason. Even though like the albums are still in print, people just love to overprice them. So yeah, but anyways, first we have Hyunjin. As fillers, I have like random cards that I use as fillers just so the page looks nicer. Because again, Stray Kids is also another group that has like a variety of like numbers of photo cards. So yeah. This is their latest. Oh wait, no, this is No Easy. What am I saying? And then we have Christmas Evil. Now we have their latest one, Ordinary. I did collect OTA for Ordinary. The rest of the members are in the back. Again, I like to split like members into their own sections, like the members I collect. So yeah, that's just like what I like to do personally. And then we have his Japanese cards. I decided to not collect his Japanese cards from now on because I know Stray Kids used to be my old groups, but I consider them not to be one of my old groups anymore. They're still a group I really like, but like in terms of collecting, they're not really my old groups anymore. So yeah, I stopped here for Scars. I know they have Circus, but I'm not collecting his Japanese cards from now on because Japanese cards are just very expensive, especially Hyunjin. So yeah, and then we have his 2 Taiwanese cards that I have. I've never ended up getting the IMU Taiwanese card because that card's like super expensive because they don't do Taiwanese albums anymore. But yeah, and then we get into like photo book cards and like merch Polaroids, other merch cards. And then we get into like pre-order benefits or like fan sign cards. I don't collect too much because again, they're pretty expensive and they have a lot of it. And they're not really one of my old groups, so I don't collect too much. But I pretty much just joined Carolyn's group orders. She's one of my YouTube friends on here and she does a lot of claims, so I just joined hers. But yeah, now we get into Jisung's photo cards. I do want to fill this gap up one day with like the self-portrait card maybe. I just haven't gone around to getting it. But yeah, I did collect all of his older cards since he was my second bias. These are also like the pre-order benefit, like the mini postcard book that they did for No Easy. I just cut them into like photo card size because they're selfies and they're really cute. So yeah, also to just fill up the spaces nicely. And we have Ordinary. And then I collected like a little bit of things here and there. Like this card, for example, was super cute, so I just decided to get it. But yeah. That was Jisung. And then I put my Lino cards here because, yeah, like these are just cards I already had for Lino. And then from now on, I started collecting him for No Easy forward. So yeah. And then we have his other miscellaneous merch cards and such. Oh, I forgot to put white sleeves here. Whoops. And then we get into my OT8 sets. So we have like the pre-order benefit cards and then the postcards I cut into photo card size. I just use like, not scissors, I use a straight edge cutter and then like a corner rounder to make them into photo cards. But yeah, and now we get into my Ordinary OT8 set. I did rearrange it so that it's like by versions. I just did a 5 pattern, which I didn't want to do originally, but I just thought it looked the best because they're like cohesive. So yeah, we have the blue version, red version, black version, and the jewel case, IDs, and then the K-Town for you, POBs, and then we have the unit cards. The reason why I did OTA for Ordinary is because I bought a lot of copies, but because of that manufacturing error, like the ones where they sent like extra photo cards, that made it way easier to trade because I had a lot more photo cards. So I was like, you know what, I'll just do OTA. Same with the unit cards. There were a lot of unit cards like I had extra of, so yeah. And then we have some random like group cards and like unit cards. I put them in these 8 pocket pages because they're horizontal, so yeah. These ones aren't, but leave me alone. We have more random OTA sets like merch cards. And then Chocolate Factory. And then their season's greetings for 2021, I think. Oh, yeah. And then this random Japanese tour card set. And yeah, that was my Stray Kids collection. Okay, now we're gonna get into my massive girl group binder. This pretty much houses the rest of my girl groups except for Twice, because like I said, Twice has its own binder. But yeah, these are all of the girl groups I collect. The reason why they fit into this one binder is because I don't really collect like POBs for any other girl groups because I just collect too many. And for some reason, these girl groups just tend to not have that many cards. A lot of them are also like rookie groups, so they don't have a huge discography yet, so they all fit in this binder. But as you can see, it's almost reaching its limit, so I will have to make a second girl groups binder soon. But yeah, I know it seems like I'm like more of like a boy group stan slash collector, but I'm just a huge multi. I know a lot of people complain that I mainly collect boy groups and stuff, but the thing is, I just collect more like boy group items like Mark and Vernon, for example, since they're my ults. Obviously, I collect a lot for them, so that's why they're more prominent on my channel, because like I always just have cards for them. Also, they just have a lot of cards too, like merch and stuff. So as you can see, I do collect a lot of girl groups. They just don't have a lot of photo cards, so that's why I don't really show a lot. But yeah, anyways, sorry, I just brought that up because I've had complaints before. But yeah, anyways, first we're starting off with Red Velvet. We have my Yeti collection since she's my bias. So yes, I recently did get her Bad Boy Kino and then also her Day 2 Kino. They thankfully reprinted them for like a short amount of time, so I managed to snag them up. So now my collection's like even more complete, which I really like. This isn't a photo card, but I just stuck that there. And then this is technically a Mumo card. I just put it here to fill up the page nicely for Queendom. And then we have her SMCU cards. I did buy this and I do have it. I just haven't put it in my binder. But yeah, I completed her for SMCU, and then this is for Feel My Rhythm. And then these are her Japanese cards, which I actually used to have like here to like fill up the pages nicely. But since I got those 2 Kino cards, I was like, you know what? I guess I'll just put them here for now. They'll probably move. But yeah, again, I don't really collect Japanese albums for like any group except for Mark and Vernon, because Japanese cards are like pretty expensive and most of the time they're not even selfie cards, so I don't really bother. But for Red Velvet, they only have 3 cards. I did buy her Bloom card recently because there's only 1 of them. So yeah, and they're not too expensive, so I guess for Red Velvet, I'll collect their Japanese stuff. But yeah, now we get into like the other members, like units or solos. So we have Irene Sugi, Wendy, and then Joy's. I don't collect all of them, obviously, but so happy that I have these 2 Joy cards because these are like the most like highly sought cards. And then this is like my random cards. So we have my mini Irene collection. I actually pulled all of these cards and I really like them. Like they're so pretty, so I just decided to keep them. This was from because like I said, they reprinted Red Velvet albums and I bought Yeti's Rookie cover and I already have her Rookie card, so I just pulled this Joy. And this is a random like Yeti like POB. Yeah, and this is a gift from someone. No. This, I bought this card from Mercari Japan and they didn't disclose that this was a SM Town Museum card. I told the story before, but this is a SM Town Museum card, which if you don't know what it is, they used to have this like thing at like the SM like building, I think, where you can like print like any album photo card from like any era from any group for like $1 or $2. So obviously it's not like an official, like it's like official from SM, but it's not an official like album card. So yeah, it's not the same as an album card basically. I don't know if they do it anymore. I don't think they do. But yeah, like obviously these are worth way less than like actual album cards, and the seller didn't disclose that, so it was like low-key a scam. But yeah, anyways, that's it for Red Velvet. And now we have my Itzy collection. I collect Ryujin. So here's her collection. This is their latest one for Loco, where they had a bajillion cards. And I did set up for Checkmate, which I'm actually getting. Well, actually this video is going to come out after my Checkmate unboxing, but yeah, it's coming out basically tomorrow at the time I'm filming this. These are like the unit cards. I don't collect all of the unit cards. These are just the ones I pulled basically. And just like some non-album cards. And this is just the rest of like my Etsy cards, just random cards I have. And these are from like sets. All right, that was Etsy. And then we have my aespa collection. My bias is Karina, and I actually used to have all of my aespa cards in an A5 binder, which I'm gonna show later, but the binder got too full, so I decided to only put Karina in there. And then I just decided to put the rest of my aespa cards in here because I love aespa, so I just pretty much keep like what I pull. So yeah, we have my winter cards. I don't collect all of aespa. These are just obviously, again, like random cards that I get. We have Ning Ning, and then we have my sets. So these are from like just, like I said, from like member sets that I get. So like Cleo, these are from the season's greetings. Random meta heal cards, and then this is from their showcase that I went to, and then this is from the Dreams Come True sticker set. So yeah, I don't have any Korean in here because she's in an A5 binder. And now we get into Stacy Girls. So yes, my bias is J, and how I collect J is I pretty much just try to complete like rows. It's very confusing, but that's how I originally started it, so I just decided to keep going with it. So we have So Bad, because they had 2 cards, and then this is a POB, ASAP, and then a POB, and then they started to do more cards, obviously. So we have Stereotype, and then this is a POB. We have Young Love, and then this one I'm actually getting a lucky draw from Randy, so this is actually on the way. Like I said, I just complete it by rows, basically. And then we have their latest era that's coming, We Need Love. This was kind of a mess because originally, like this was before they announced the digipack version. So I was like, you know what? We have 2 rows right here. So we have the album cards from the albums, and then we have 2 POBs. I have 1 from K-Town For You coming in, and then I have 1 from Randy's group order from Make Star. So I was like, okay, this is perfect. And then they announced the digipack version. So I think I'm just gonna collect 2 more POBs. I mean, Jay's POBs aren't too expensive, so yeah, we'll see. I don't know why it said on the way, but yeah. And then we have some random Stacy cards. Now we get into NMix. So yeah, obviously they only have 1 album right now. But yeah, my bias is Lily, so we have all of her album cards, and then this is the K-Town For You POB. And then these are my other random NMix cards. This is another K-Town POB. And these ones I got from the NMix in LA events. These are the event cards. And then this is from the fan sign album that I got. I pulled Heewon's, and she's actually my second bias, so that was kind of perfect. And then we get into IVE. So I collect Yujin and Wonyoung. I originally was just going to collect Yujin because she's my bias. And as you can see, like I don't have any of her cards right now, but I do have them all on the way. I bought them all, except for these 2, which I already have. But then I just ended up like pulling like all of Wonyoung's cards, basically. I like either pulled her cards or I traded with my friends, or like my friend Matt, for example, he sold me her 11 cards for a good price. So I guess I'm collecting Wonyoung as well because she's my second bias. So yeah, also her cards are really pretty. And then we have my other IVE cards. Pretty much like if I like have extra cards that aren't my biases, I just keep them in like an extra page. So yeah. There's that. And then we have Blackpink, which is the one group that I have 0 updates for because they haven't had a comeback since my last update video. Actually, since my last 2 update videos, because the last time they had a comeback was October 2020. So yeah, my page has not been updated since, which is very, very sad, I know, but they actually legitimately this time announced the comeback next month, which I'm so pumped about. So this page will finally be updated. Like, this is so sad, but we're finally getting a Blackpink comeback. Thank the Lord. So yeah, anyways, my bias is Jenny, so this is my album collection for her. Yeah, again, this is the last album card. I did get some like K-Town For You POBs, and then this is from the 4+1 photo book. And then I have a page dedicated to like the other members when they have their solo. So this is my Rosé page, for example. These are just like other random cards I have. And then we have Lisa. And then one day, hopefully, I will have a page for Jisoo when she has her solo. So yeah, I know there's like a bunch of cards here. I just like to keep everything in one page. So yeah, hopefully one day we'll get the Jisoo one soon. But yeah, and then we have this page of group cards from Target, since I bought 4 copies from Target, so it came with 4 sets. And then we have some other random inclusions. Since technically solo didn't have like actual photo cards, I just decided to keep the big inclusions in here. And then these are from the Rosé Kino, so I just decided to stick them in here. And yeah, that's it for Blackpink. And then we have Billy, which is another group I decided to collect. I originally wasn't going to collect Billy photo cards. I was just going to collect their albums, but I just ended up collecting all these cards because, like I said, my friend Mav, like, he's like my photo card dealer, so he just sold me all these cards. So yeah, but anyways, this is my Shun collection because she's my bias. I did set up for their latest comeback, which is actually today. I think it just came out like 5 minutes ago. It's 2 a.m. right now, so yeah, but I did set up for it. And then I decided to get another one of her Polaroids, which I did buy, so that should be on the way. And this is my page of Shun pre-order benefits and stuff. And then these are my other Billy pulls from like when I bought my Billy albums. Obviously, Shun wasn't in the first album, which was kind of sad, so these are my pulls from that first album. And yeah. And then we get into Kepler, which is another group I started to also collect. A lot of these are just like groups I started to collect just recently. So yeah, my bias is Eugen. But I haven't actually announced this yet. I am collecting a second member of Kepler, which I'll show in a second. But we have my Eugen cards. These are the album cards, and then these are the pre-order benefits. They just coincidentally happen to be the same concept, so yeah. And then I set up for De Blast. I did actually like, I think I bought all of Eugen's cards except for the jewel case ones, so a lot of these are on the way. But yeah, the second member I'm collecting is Hikaru. Woo! So yeah, originally I was only gonna collect one member of Kepler, but after watching like Queendom and stuff, I started to get into Kepler even more, and then I started to get into Hikaru more. She became my second bias. So yeah, I decided to collect her cards as well. And I did buy all of her first impact cards. They are on the way. And then I didn't pull a single Hikaru card, and I didn't buy any yet. So I think I need to do some trading soon, but I did set up my page for it. And then we have this random page of other Kepler member cards. And then I don't have a divider, but this was my old Eunbi collection for Eyes 1, since obviously I did collect Eyes 1 at the time, and then they unfortunately deworded, and now this collection is just here. I don't collect her solo stuff. I decided to just keep it as like Eyes 1, so yeah, this is kind of like just a memory lane type of thing. Yeah, these were the cards I decided to collect for Eunbi. And then we have 2 random glitch cards over there. And this is just an Eyes 1 photo card set. But yeah, that was my girl group binder. I'm gonna give a little spoiler alert right here. I actually am collecting another girl group. There are just so many good girl groups out there, and I also want to expand my girl group collection because yeah. So yeah, leave your guesses in the comments if you want to guess who this next girl group I'm collecting is. I didn't buy their albums yet, but I did buy my biases photo cards, and they're on the way, so yeah, stay tuned. Alrighty, now we have this boy group binder. This binder was kind of random as well because, as you can see from the decorations, this was also my second old 17 binder that I decided to revamp into my enhypen binder originally. And then the same thing happened with my aespa binder, like my TXT binder, which was originally in an A5 binder, got too full. So I decided to just keep it as soobin cards, and then I put the rest of my TXT cards in here. So yes, this is my enhypen TXT binder basically. So yes, first we'll start with enhypen. So for enhypen, I collect 3 members. I really try to not collect 3 members for enhypen, but I honestly could not resist. So yeah, I collect Jay, Jake, and Sanghoon. So yes, first we have my Jay collection. He's like my top bias in this group. We have his album cards. Up until Answer, because They just had their comeback, so I did set up for a manifesto. There's so many cards this time, literally 2 pages worth of cards, so excited. But yeah, since he is my top bias, I decided to collect like a couple of his non-album cards. I don't collect all of enhypen's like merch cards and stuff, but I try to collect as much as I can. Yeah. We have some more merch cards. And then since this membership card is like this big, I decided to put it in a 2-pocket in here because it's a selfie, so why not? But yeah, now we have my Jake collection. And the way I had this set up was like, since there were only 6 cards for day 1, I collected their like neck pillow and then light stick and then season's greetings, just so it would fill up the page. Kind of random, I know. And then we have Carnival. We have Dilemma. This card I have on the way. This is technically the Polaroid, not the selfie. But yeah, that's on the way. I finally bought it. And then I have his stuff set up for manifesto. I don't have my albums yet, so now we have Sungwoon. And I know like it's not the same as the Jake set, but I decided to not get his neck pillow and his season's greetings cards because they were just kind of expensive. So I was like, it's fine, I'll just do the 7 pattern. So I just have his light stick card in the middle. And then Carnival, Dilemma, Answer, and then we have Manifesto set up. And then we just have this random page of group cards. I almost decided to collect all of their group cards, but I don't know why I decided to, so I just stopped. These are just cards I like basically pulled and stuff. And then I bought their Gugu package like 2 years ago, I think it was. So this was from that, the remaining sets, besides Jay, because Jay's with the other member, with his stuff. I'm so bad at talking right now. I'm so sorry. It's been an hour, so my brain's almost dying right now. And it's 2 a.m., so bear with me, please. All right, now we have my remaining TXT cards. Like I said before, I collect Soobin, and he's in an A5 binder, so I decided to keep him in the A5 binder. And these are basically just like the other remaining cards that I have because I love all of TXT. So this is basically just like what I pull, I like to keep. So yeah. My second bias is Yeonjun though, so I do have a couple of his cards here and there. But yeah, we have my Yeonjun cards. I think I fully collected him for Thursday's Child though. And then we have Pumgyu. I just split it by members basically. Then we have my Taehyung cards. And then Huening Kai, which I pulled the least actually, so it's kind of sad. And then we have their deco kit cards because I bought their deco kit because it was too cute. I couldn't resist. And then we have this 8-pocket page of like their bigger cards because I did go back and buy their older albums just because. And then these are my pulls basically. But yeah, that was my enhypen TXT binder. Alrighty, last but not least, we have my final big 9-pocket binder, which is my other boy group binder. This is technically my boy group 1 binder. I guess my enhypen TXT is my boy group 2 binder, but this is kind of an old decoration, so that's why it says boy group 1. But in this binder houses EXO and BTS. And the reason why they're together is because these are the 2 collections that are not going to grow that often, which is kind of sad to say, but like it's kind of like the bitter truth, I guess, because you know they're not as active right now. So sorry I brought the mood down, but anyways, first we have my EXO collection. I do collect Kai since he's my bias. I collect his album cards and then his solo cards. So yeah, I remember when I first started my Kai collection, it was quite a journey, but I managed to complete his collection like pretty quickly though. So those were his EXO Korean cards. I remember I struggled so much with this Kino card, but I did finally get it. And then this is their last comeback. I don't know when they're gonna have a comeback, but... And then we have his Superior solo album cards. He's like another Superior selfie taker, so all his photo cards are so cute. And then we have his Super M cards. And then some other random solo cards. This card I'm struggling so hard with. This is the other version of his SMCU card. I'm guessing it's because since he's the only member that was in this EXO SMCU album, like there's not that many like photo cards out there, you know, because it's only Kai. So like yeah, I guess. But yeah, I'm still looking for this card. I don't even know if I'm gonna collect it at this point. Maybe I should just put this up here, but we'll see. Anyways, and then we have some like other random EXO cards. So I like selectively collect like solo cards. So yeah, I have Baekhyun's solo cards here, except for this one. This is an EXO card, but yeah, I love his solo music. So yeah, this is basically just what I pulled. We have some other solo cards, units, blah, blah, blah. And then this random Season's Greetings set. And then this Nature Republic set. I literally got this ages ago. But yeah, that was my EXO collection. And now we get into BTS. For BTS, I collect Taehyung, so yes. First we have this, because these are like album inclusions, but they're like big album inclusions, so I just decided to put it there. And yes, I did recently complete his album collection, photocard collection I mean. I used to not collect BTS like that seriously, like in terms of a member, but then I decided I wanted to. So yeah, here we are. And then we have more of his album cards up until Proof. I do have a trade lined up for a standard version, so that is on the way. And then we have his set card and then the Into Some card. I don't know when we're gonna get an update for this. Hopefully soon. Maybe he'll release a solo album soon or something like that. But yeah, and then we have his non-album cards, like just random like D-Icon, Season's Greetings. And then this is from, I don't know why I put this here. Maybe I should move this, but this is the Permission to Dance Las Vegas Lucky Draw, because I went to the concert and then I traded for it. And then we have my other miscellaneous BTS cards, because BTS was like the second group I started to really stand and collect. So I started this collection like years ago, like before I started my channel, and I just randomly collected cards here and there. So yeah, I also decided to collect the full group for Love Yourself, Answer, what is this, the F version? Yeah, because I mean, look at the set, it's so cute. I'm so glad I decided to. And then we have the B album sets. And then we have Proof. Oh shoot, I didn't put white fillers here. Whoops. And then we have In the Sum. And then Season's Greetings. And these are just all gonna be the D-Icon 101 cards, because it came with 101 photo cards. So yeah, let me just flip through this a little quickly. Okay, and then we get into some group photo cards. Basically just what I pull. Like, I think I pulled these 3 cards from albums, and this one I bought a really long time ago. And then we have some other big inclusions that are like album inclusions as well. And then the message cards. I might want to put like these in here. I just don't have his, so yeah. And then, like I said, I collected BTS a really long time ago, so I have some random OT7 sets. So I have Wings OT7 as well. Yeah, I just randomly decided to collect OT7 for them. But I mean, it was worth it. Like, look at this set. And then we have the bigger inclusions for Young Forever. And then some random merch cards. This is from the toothbrush set. I remember buying this from Amazon. Like, the toothbrush was like this big, like the head of it. Oh my god, my gums were bleeding. And then we have the Season's Greetings IDs. And then I recently bought these 8-pocket pages so I can fit these like bigger like tour cards and like Army Bomb cards. So yeah, I don't have the special edition Army Bomb. I just have the version 3. And then someone gifted me this Jimin. So yeah. And then this is when I went to their Love Yourself concert. I remember trading like, I wanted like a whole set of like plant photo cards, so I decided to just trade for all of these. And then this is when I went to the Las Vegas concert. If you missed my vlog, I made a whole concert travel vlog because I took a road trip to Vegas for that. So I bought this at the concert. And I bought the whole set actually. So yeah, that was really nice that they gave the whole set in like the little box. So yeah, that's why I decided to buy the 8 pockets so I can fit all of them in here. Then we have the selfie sets, the units, and then these are just random cards that someone also gifted me. So yeah, that was my last big binder. And now we're gonna get into, I think, my A5 binders. I'm gonna film this tomorrow though, so yeah, because I'm so tired right now. So roll the next clip. Okay, hello everyone. It's a brand new day. Well, at least for you guys, it would be like, what, 2 seconds? But we're back filming this long ass video. And yeah, now we're gonna get into my smaller binders, which are my A5 binders and then my mini collect books. So yes, honestly, for these A5 binders, they started off being for like some of my collections, whether I thought they would look cute in an A5 binder or not, because I wanted to try out A5 binders since I've seen everyone do them. But now they're mainly for like storing extra cards, I guess, like besides my biases or stuff like that. So yeah, I'll like try to explain as I go. But yeah, first we have my TXT collection, because I didn't think my TXT collection would get like this big, because I used to collect TXT when they like first debuted, and then I stopped for a little bit and then I got back into them. And so yeah, I like slowly got back into collecting them, and now here we are. So yes, I have this collect book over here. It's a little cute composition book. It's so cute. I also put the little deco kit ID thingy. So yeah, we can just go ahead and look into it. This is probably my favorite A5 binder. It's pretty spacious and it's cute, so I might get like another one for my other collections. I don't know, but yeah, this only has my Soobin collection, like I said, because I used to put all my TXT cards in here, but then it got too full, so now it just has my Soobin collection. We do have some of his bigger cards. I put them in a 2 pocket so that they can fit, but we have his star cards. And luckily these Amifa pockets fit these bigger like eternity cards, so I'm able to put them in here, which is nice. And then we have these cards, because they just didn't do normal photo cards for a while. And now we get into their normal photo cards. I try to fill up the page as like nicely as I could, so I put the Target exclusive Blue Hour card there. And then we get into Freeze, and then Fighter Escape. And then these are just like extra cards, you know, like we have a Blue Hour Weaver's POB here, the group cards from Target, and then, oh, this is not an error order, I just noticed, but whatever. And then the Star Seeker card, and then here's Thursday's Child. I'm still missing a Lenti, but it's on the way. I mean, I already have it, I just didn't put it away yet. I don't know what I'm gonna put in here, maybe a POB or something, but oh yeah, I can technically put the Target exclusive card in here. Okay, so now the Target card is here, just to fill out the space nicely for the next era. But yes, now we get into some Japanese photo cards. I don't collect all of his Japanese album cards. I just got like some of them. This isn't even like, I'm pretty sure there were like previous ones besides Chaotic Wonderland, but I just got these ones for now. I'm not gonna collect too deep into Soobin, so yeah. And then we have some like Season's Greetings cards. We have this Shine Together card, and then some like album POBs. I try to collect like a lot of the selfie ones, same with like the lucky draws. And then this is reserved for Thursday's Child POBs. And then we have, these are just like, oh, this is from the photo book, I think. And then this is from the deco kit. Yeah. And then we have more big inclusions. I know Yeonjun is in here, but I just wanted to fill up the page. And like I said, I used to put all of TXT in here, so I just kept it in there because Yeonjun is my second bias. But yeah, that was my TXT collection. Okay, now we have my aespa Karina collection, because again, it used to be aespa only, but now I put Karinas in here because I have too many aespa cards, and they only have 2 eras right now for photo cards. So yeah, first we have her Savage cards. And then we have her SMCU cards as well. I just put it there just to fill out the space. And then we get into Girls, which I obviously just got, so I didn't put the photo cards in yet. I need to do some trading, and I'm still waiting on some more copies of the album, so. And then we have a page of her holo cards. I try to collect all of her holo cards, at least. So yeah, I have it up until Dreams Come True. This is probably gonna be for Girls. And then we have some like album POBs. So we have like Mumo cards here. We've got some like SM Global Shop cards. These go for super expensive, so I try not to collect like all of it because it's too much. And then we get to some other merch cards. This is from the showcase. And then season's greetings. And then these are like stickers, I guess, because I got her sticker stuff for Step Back and then Dreams Come True. I don't know if I'm going to continue collecting stickers because it's not really like something I really collect a lot. So yeah. And then we get into some like random collab cards. So like Cleo and then like Metaheel. I did get, I think, 2 of her Cleo cards. So those are on the way. And then we have some bigger inclusions. So like the standees that came with the holos. If this gets too full though, I might just like move the big inclusions into like a separate binder. Yeah, we have all these postcards. And then this is like her season's greetings stuff from the photo pack as well. And then I just left the rest of the members here because they're selfie cards, so they're really cute. So yeah, but anyways, that was my Karina collection. Okay, and then we have my Twice A5 binder. This is mainly just for like my extra Twice cards because I had a lot of like extra album cards of the other members, and then my Twice binder started getting too full, so I decided to give them an A5 binder. And I think this is where I'm gonna put like, you know, like future solos and like units, whatever they decide to do. So yeah, except for Cheong because she is my bias, so if she gets like a solo or something, I'll just put her in the normal Twice binder. But yes, as you can see, we start off with Nayeon's solo cards. I originally wasn't going to collect all of them, but then I decided to because I just needed like, what, like 3 more cards, I think, and they are not that expensive, so I just bought the rest of them. Oh, I was missing 4 cards. I originally like traded for the cards I only wanted, and then I was like, I'll just collect all of them, so there was no point of doing that, but whatever. Then we have all the business cards. And then this is where we get into like my other Twice cards. I did collect OT9 for the Twice-to-gram Polaroids and these like Twice-to-gram cards. Like this was from like years ago because I thought they were super cute, so that's why I have a whole set of them. Like, aren't they so cute? Especially like this Instagram themed one, it's so cute. And then we get into some like random like cards from the other members, like units. It's like a holo page. It's not really in era order, but whatever. But yeah, a lot of these cards were either gifted to me or they're like my extra pulls from albums. Because I love all of Twice, like I said. They're like my old girl group, so I can have as many cards as I can, I will. So yeah, that was my mini Twice binder. Oh my god, I had to put a pair of scissors here because of the glare, but ignore that. All right, now we have my Stray Kids A5 binder, which also has like random cards. I'm honestly thinking about like selling some of these cards though, because I really need to downsize my collection even more. And some of these cards just kind of sit here. As much as I love Stray Kids, like I feel like they could go to better homes. So I'm thinking about selling them. Don't DM me yet, but yeah, but these are like my extra Stray Kids cards. I just pretty much, I used to collect like as many Stray Kids cards as I could because they were my ults at one point. And then my bias also was first Chongin because yeah, so that's why I have a bunch of his cards because he was like my original bias when I first started standing Stray Kids. But yeah, we just have a bunch of random Korean album cards. A lot of these are also like pulls too. Like if I really like the photo card, I would keep it. As you can tell, I'm very Pangchan blessed. Also Felix too. Felix is like my 4th bias. But yeah, and then we have some like album POBs. And then I bought the Pacific set. And these are just like Polaroids and like photo book cards. So yeah, that was my mini Stray Kids A5 binder. Okay, this is a binder that I actually just made right before this video, so this binder has never been shown before, but this is my extra A5 17 binder. Yes, I'm that crazy about 17, but originally this was my Mingyu binder when I first set this up because I had a bunch of Mingyu cards, and then I decided to sell a bunch of my Mingyu and Chong'an cards. I still kept a couple of them because how could I not? Like, I can't let go of everything, you know? I'm just that emotionally attached. But yes, so these are just like my extra Mingyu and Chong'an cards, and also Hoshi because he has significantly climbed up my bias list, as you can tell, this legendary card that I pulled. So this is basically going to be like a mini Hoshi collection as well because I'm crazy. I'm crazy, but I'm free. So yeah, we have this iconic tier card. Yeah, I'm also planning on getting some of his cards from Sector 17 because I have a group order, so like might as well. So yeah, we have some of his Face the Sun cards. It's from the carrot version. And then I also bought his carrot version cards, which I didn't show in a video. I just bought it spontaneously one day. So yeah, that's why I have his carrot cards. Aren't they so cute? And then we have some of his spider cards. And then we get into my Mingyu cards I decided to keep because I could not let go of them. I sold a huge chunk of my Mingyu cards though, but I try to keep like one per like version, I guess. That was kind of like my rule. Or like cards I like couldn't let go of really. Like his Hangare cards, I loved all of them, so I kept all of them. We have some like other Ataka, Your Choice cards. And then we have my mini Chang'an collection as well. These cards I couldn't let go of because they're so cute. And they're so pretty. Oh no, my scissors. But yeah, also some of these were gifts, so I didn't really feel like letting those go as well. But yeah, that was my extra 17 binder because I'm crazy. Speaking of crazy, how could I forget about my iconic Pokemon 17 A5 binder? I just found this randomly scrolling on Amazon and I was like, wait, this is kind of like cute and iconic. How can I not get it? And this binder, first of all, it's huge. It's obviously meant for Pokemon cards, but it came with like a bunch of like pocket pages. So I was like, I feel like it was meant to be. So let me just unzip this. But yes, this is where I put like my 17 sets. So like D-Icon 101 or like Season's Greetings sets, because obviously my 17 binders are pretty occupied. So this is just my extra 17 binder. I sound so crazy right now, I know, but like, y'all, I need storage for these. So yeah, anyways, first we have my semicolon OT13 set because this set was pretty easy to get because there were so many like cards laying around. So I just decided to collect OT13 because why not? I want to fulfill my OT13 dream somehow. Then we have the Going 17 magazine set. I still never ended up getting Uji's set because I bought this from my friend Randy and he kept Uji's cards, but I just keep forgetting to buy them. So yeah, but then we get into their membership card for 2021, I think. I just bought the membership once and then I just stopped. And I had to put Dino here because it's an uneven amount of members and I didn't want him to be like just by himself like this. So I just put it here just for the sake of being like consistent, you know. Nothing against him, obviously. So yeah, and then we have Season's Greetings. This is from 2021 and then 2022. Because it came with a set of cards. Oh yeah, and I put this QR code here. And then this is from the OTU Off the Record photo book. There's Dino. And then we get into all of the D-Icon 101 books. I mean, photo cards. For some reason, I separated Mingyu's at the time. But I just decided to leave it like this because I was too lazy to rearrange everything. So I think Mingyu's like by himself. Yeah, it's a whole mess. But yeah, I should flip this quicker. Y'all already know what these cards look like, probably. But yeah, this is what I mean by like set cards. Like if I get like other member sets, I can just stick them in here. And then the unit cards. And then I have a bunch of the Going 17 units. It just happened. I didn't really mean to collect all of it, but most of them came in like sets from Mercari Japan. So, or like people gifted them to me. We have the incomplete units. Some other random 17 cards that I have. And yeah, this is what I mean. Like this came with its own like pocket pages. So I guess in the future, if I get more random 17 cards, they would go in here. So yeah, that was my random, yeah, adorable 17 Pokemon binder. This is actually very handy though. Okay, another group I have an extra A5 binder for is NCT. This is the same situation as 17 where this is mainly for like my NCT set cards. So like the D-Icon 101, like memberships, Season Greetings, whatever. I just stick it all in here. So yeah, we have this Polaroid. And now I will flip through very quickly the D-Icon photo cards because I'm pretty sure if you're an NCT stan, you have seen all these cards. But yeah, Also, I stored these in a video, so it's a little repetitive to flip through this too slowly. So yeah, so that was the D-Icon 101. We have, this is from the summer package or season's greetings? I honestly don't remember. I think it's from the summer package, actually, from like a while ago. This is from season's greetings, the K-Town For You set, I think. And then we have one of their membership photo card set. I don't really collect membership kits anymore. They're just way too expensive. So yeah, and then we have the Polaroid set from the collect book that I showed earlier, the Resonance one. And then these are the unicards for D-Icon. And then these are just random stickers. I think a lot of these were gifted to me, or these are from the AR ticket sets. And these are just Super M cards that came with the Super M like tour set. All right, now we have this Sanrio mini binder. This is what I like to call my what once was collection, because these were members that I used to collect and then I stopped, so I sold it. But then I kept some cards. So yeah, I used to collect GOT7 if you knew. So here are some JB cards. Some of these I couldn't let go of, so I just decided to put them in here. I put them in here because like obviously this binder, as you can tell, you can't remove or add pages. So there's a limit to how much you can put. So yeah, that's why I put them in here, because this collection would like not really grow again. So yeah. Oh, also Jin Young, because he was my second bias, so I kept some of his cards, especially this one. Like, I literally pulled this card, so like, how could I let go of it, you know? Oh yeah, same with ATs. I used to collect ATs, but not anymore. Mingi was my bias, but I didn't let go of his collection yet. I might consider it, but yeah, these are the cards that I collected of his. Yeah, clearly, as you guys can tell, I have personal like attachment issues. So yeah, it's very bad for my wallet, but look at how cute these cards are. And then these are from the Epilogue K-Town POBs. So yeah, that was just another random A5 binder. If you can even call this a binder, I'll call this like a giant collect book. Okay, so this is my last A5 binder before I move on to my collect books. So this is a miscellaneous binder. Honestly, my collect books have a couple of miscellaneous things here and there, but this is just, I don't even know anymore. This is just miscellaneous, but yeah, just basically like albums that I got, but I'm not like collecting like the group or like a bias for. I just want to get the album just because I like the song, or I like the album, or I like this group, but I'm not collecting them. There's just a whole bunch of reasons. So yeah, on the cover, I just had this extra Chizung card because it was extra, so I just decided to put it there. First, we have the rest of my step back stickers. I just decided to put everything in here. I mean, I guess it would make sense to put these ones in my red velvet binder. I don't know why I just thought of that right now, but anyways, I'll worry about that later. Also, I decided to double sleeve a majority of these, like meaning like put it on like both sides of the pages, so you'll notice that. But yeah, now we have my Sonyashide photo cards, because Sonyashide is like an iconic group. Obviously, I grew up listening to them and they're iconic and I love them, so I wanted to get like some of their albums, you know. So yeah, and I'm also very excited about their comeback next month. I think I'm gonna get that album. So yeah, anyways, this is like my mini Sonyashide collection. These are from like the Little Touch Kino. And then we have some A-Pink cards, because A-Pink's another group that I like grew up listening to, so I wanted to get like some of their albums. Yeah, a lot of these are like nostalgic based decisions, but now I just have a bunch of like random POBs from like random groups that I like. So we have like VVs. This is an EXID photo card. We have some G-Idol. I really liked this comeback. And then we have Crash Landing on You photo cards. This is from the OST, because this is like my favorite K-drama ever, and like one of the only K-dramas I really watch. So I bought the OST. Love these two, happily married couple or whatever. And then we have some Brave Girls cards. We have my mini Chungha collection. And then we have a Somi card, some Alexa cards, because I got a free signed Alexa album. So those are the photo cards. Now we have some Super M group cards, a bunch of them because I pulled a bunch of them. We have some other Super M cards. We have some shiny cards. We've got some Pentagon. This one doesn't fit in my collect book, so I just put it here. Triple H, rest in peace. We have Astro. Yeah, some of these are also like really old collections. Like a really long time ago, I collected like Astro and Pentagon at one point. If you guys remember that, if you were here for that long on my channel. But yeah, we got some Bobby cards, some icon cards. There's a random treasure card there. And these are like unofficial cards, obviously. These are from, I work at a K-pop store, right? And we have like a sister store in LA. It's like a boba shop slash K-pop store, and they have some like cup sleeve events. So my boss brings back some like extra freebies that they give out. So that's what those are for. I'm just starting a little goofy collection. Same with this. These are like my friends' freebies. I know obviously if you're not like familiar with me and my channel, this will be very random and like weird, but this is just like a little inside joke type of silly funny thing. It's just all for funsies. So these are just like freebies from my friends that I get. Yeah, as you can tell, this is a very miscellaneous binder. These are from my friends basically. So yeah, and then we get into some random Western artist stuff. So I remember, because I really like Shawn Mendes' music, I've been listening to him for like a really long time. And when his Wonder album came out, this was like a signed like card that he sold. It was like a little like game card set. So I just put all the cards here because they're really pretty. And this is from Olivia Rodrigo's Sour album, the Japanese version, because I bought that at one point because I really like this album. So, and then these are the cup sleeves from the cup sleeve events I was talking about. I have a mini collection here. So yeah, that was my very, very miscellaneous and random. Oh, that just happened. Alrighty, now we have my mountain of mini collect books. I originally wasn't even a collect book like fan. I honestly didn't really like them from the beginning, but then I wanted to try them out because I've seen them obviously everywhere, and I thought they would be cute for like some photo cards I have here and there, and like mini like collections. Some of these collections aren't like obviously full like on collections. They're just like photo cards I have here and there, like random cards. You'll see, I pretty much explained it all when I set these up in a different video, so I'll go ahead and like card or link that video. So if you want to see like the full story, you can just watch that setting up video. Nothing really has changed since then because again, these aren't really like serious collections, so they don't get updated that much. I just thought collect books would be cute to have, and here they are. So starting off, we have my woodz collect book because I recently got into woodz. I've been sleeping on him for like forever, so I'm really glad I discovered his music. I got into him during his most recent era, Colorful Trauma. So yeah, we have this like cute little cloud collect book. I keep saying photo book for some reason. A lot of these collect books are from Amazon, so they're like pretty like cheap and not the best quality. Some of them are from like actual collect book stores. So one day in the future, I'm gonna like replace all of these cheaper ones because they're not the best quality. But collect books are pretty expensive, so it's like a very slow progress. But yeah, anyways, we have my woodz collect book. The thing is though, a little spoiler alert, I'm actually gonna move my woodz collection into a normal binder because I decided to actually collect woodz because I love him that much. So yeah, spoiler alert, but this collect book is way too full already, clearly. Again, this is not for like serious collections, but yeah, anyways, we have some Colorful Trauma cards. I do have some more like cards on the way because I bought like albums from like M-Wave, and then I bought like from Soundwave and stuff. So I do have more on the way, but that was my mini Colorful Trauma collection. And then I never showed this like anywhere, but I did buy his entire equal set from eBay. And the reason why I did that is because, well, A, I was really in my woodz era, and B, because Equal is like his first like actual physical album, I'm pretty sure. And then like it's pretty much sold out everywhere. I don't know if it's out of print. I think it might be, but for that reason, because I'm planning on buying his albums, his discography in a video, but since this album isn't really sold anywhere, I just decided to get the whole set because the whole set was like a pretty good deal, you know? So yeah, also all the cards are so cute. Yeah, clearly it filled up the binder pretty quickly because he has so many photo cards. But yeah, and then we get his light stick photo card. So this is from his light stick. And then we have some other random stuff like this ID card. Got some stickers from Colorful Trauma just to fill up the pages, you know. But yeah, soon this will not be in here. I might change this into a different collect book. But yeah, that was my woodz collection for now. Another collection I kind of spontaneously picked up was Chechan of DKZ because I watched Semantic Error. It was like a BL he was in, and it was really cute, and I fell in love with Chechan. So yeah, here's my mini collection. And it's gonna be a mini collection because DKZ isn't really like a super well-known group. There's not a lot of collectors out there, and if there are collectors, they collect Chechan, so obviously his cards are like very expensive and like hard to get because the supply is pretty low. But yeah, this is what I have so far. So we get into some of his album cards from their most recent album. They have a lot of photo cards, DKZ, because they were previously known as Don't Kids, but all those albums are like out of print basically, so never gonna fully collect him like that. And then we get into some Semantic Error merch cards. This is from like a magazine I bought of his. It came with these cute little Polaroids. And yeah, I do have a lot more cards on the way. They're pretty much all in my K Addy because I've been buying a lot of like magazines and like albums and pre-order benefits, so those will be coming soon. But yeah, also in this binder on the back here, we have the rest of my DKZ cards because originally they were in the front over here, but since I'm obviously going to be constantly updating my Chechan collection, the thing with collect books is that you have to like keep removing it and like moving it. So I just thought I would start from the back here so that like I can like work my way like this. The thing is, I'm gonna have a lot more Chechan cards soon that's gonna fill up this collect book. So I think I might just stick these DKZ cards in like my miscellaneous binder or something like that, or in a different collect book. But yeah, anyways, starting from the back here, we've got some, oh. Do you guys ever do this with your collect books where like you think you're double siding it, but like the pages stick together? So that's what happened, but this is from their Goom album that I bought. And then we've got some Taehyung cards because he's like my second bias. Then we got some Soham cards because, you know, he's the other main character in Semantic Error. I also have some more like Semantic Error like merch cards. They're just still on my K-Addies, so yeah. But anyways, that was that collect book. And then we get into some NCT collect books. Literally these groups are just all over the place. But this is for my Songchan collection because I do collect him, but again, if you know, he is like in no fixed unit and he only has comebacks in the yearly group projects, which is so sad. So his collection like never grows. So I thought it would be perfect to add into a collect book because I don't have that many cards of him. So I was like considering collecting like some of his like Kino cards as well because I didn't at the time since it was pretty expensive, but now that time has passed, the photo cards might be like a little cheaper. I don't know. I like looked at it once and it was still kind of expensive actually because residence cards in general are pretty expensive. Those are his album cards. And then we get into some other like merch cards that I have. Yeah, I pretty much try to collect him just for like album cards, but again, there's not that many because he's not in a fixed unit yet. So hopefully he and Shotaro does something. Like they literally introduced as some rookies and I'm just like, if they're an NCT, like, bro, what are y'all doing? We have yet again another NCT collect book. This is for my Toyoung collection because he climbed up my bias list a lot, and so I thought that like if I ever like pull his cards in like albums and stuff, I would just keep it because again I have personal attachment issues. So I have them in this little cute teddy bear collect book. So yeah, these are pretty much just cards that I've pulled basically, including this iconic bunny Toyoung card. It's so cute. Got them for the SMCU. And these are just like random merch cards that I got from group orders. So yeah, honestly I might buy like maybe cheaper Doyoung cards like jewel cases and stuff like that. So we'll see. But this is obviously not a super serious collection. Okay, and then my final NCT collect book is for the rest of my NCT cards because I have my Mark binder, and then I have my OT7 Dream binder, and then I have my A5 binder for my NCT sets. And then this collect book is the remaining cards that didn't have a home. I used to have like a bunch of extra cards that I decided to keep, so that's what this A5 binder is. So first we have this Jungwoo card from the final round. I pulled this card a while ago and I've kept it obviously because it's so cute. Then we have my what remains of my Chaehyun collection because I used to collect him and then I sold off a lot of his cards. These are the ones I decided to keep. Yeah. And then we have some other random member cards. A lot of these were either pulls or this was a gift from my friend Pat. Or like when I pulled these cards, I thought they were really cute, so I decided to keep them. I think these ones were gifts as well, these Polaroids. So yeah, that was my other NCT binder. This is the last one, I swear. Okay, and then we get into my miscellaneous collect books. So these are just like random collect books of like random members and groups and stuff, just very spontaneous. But yeah, we have this Chaonu photo card. I honestly would low-key want to collect some of these groups and stuff, but I'm not looking into that right now. So yeah, first we have my mini Changkyun Monster X collection because I really liked their latest comeback. It was so good, so I bought like, I think I bought the Kino, the jewel case, and then like one album. So yeah, these are my Changkyun cards that I got. And these are like my remaining pulls. I also really liked Kihyun's solo. It was really good. Got some Wano. And then Johan because he was my bias in X1. And then the whole fiasco happened. So yeah, we have some other Johan cards. Same with Chaonu. He was my Astro bias. I honestly really like these this collect book because the pages, as you can see, it's like a normal binder like material, so it's really easy to like take this like out and like in. I wish all collect books were made like this. See, this is what I was talking about, like the Monster X cards are usually here, but I don't want to scoot everything back, so I just put this Minion card right here. So, and then we got part 2. I don't know why I have a part 2, honestly. I feel like they could all fit in there, but we just do, okay? So yeah, first we have my Wooseok collection because he was my bias in Pentagon. I still love him, so I decided to keep these cards because of that. Then we got some P1 Harmony because I like some of their songs, you know? And I also see them like 24/7 on my timeline because Pat, the #1 piece. Then we got treasure cards because I really liked their last comeback and I used to collect them as well. So this card is so cute. Oh my god, funny enough, my sister told me the other day that she's currently obsessed with Bang Yedam for some reason. I don't know how she found him, but yeah. And then we got the remaining album pulls from my album. Yeah, again, I think I might not use this collect book anymore because you can see the pages get super wrinkly. So yeah, one day I will replace all of my collect books. Like these 2 collect books, for example, these are from like an actual like a store, you know, not like Amazon. So these are like actually like really good quality collect books, as you can tell. The rest are from Amazon. Okay, the final collection to show in this entire video is my miscellaneous girl group collect book. Honestly, at this point, it sounds like I'm speaking gibberish, but bear with me, y'all. I have a system. So yeah, first we have my Yena cards because I really liked her solo debut, and this entire album and concept was so cute. I could not resist getting it. So yeah, I got her albums. Aren't these photo cards so cute though? Like, oh my god, I love them. And then we have my IU cards, which is just from Lilac because again, I grew up listening to IU and love her, so yeah. Then we have my Taeyong cards. I know I separated this from my Sonyashida collection, but these are also like, this is from INVU, so yeah. And also I think Taeyeon is my bias. If I were to collect a Sonyashida member, it would probably be Taeyeon, so that's why I put her here. This is also I also consider this like a, if I could collect, I would collect book. So yeah. Anyways, with that wraps up this entire video. Holy crap, we did it, y'all. Okay, we're gonna end on this frame, but anyways, that was the entire mid-year 2022 photo card collection. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you watched this entire video, props to you. You're a real one, so thank you so much. I know my collection is honestly pretty chaotic, but I have my own system and I'm pretty happy with it, so that's all that matters, you know. And also sorry if I kind of like messed up my words a lot. Filming for like over 2 hours is pretty exhausting, and It's also hard to breathe and talk a lot at the same time, so I might have messed up my words here and there, so bear with me. But yeah, anyways, that was my whole collection. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe down below for more videos like this. And yeah, I'll see you in my next update at the end of the year / beginning of next year. Bye.